So all your favorite wedding photographers actually lied. Let me explain. You know these people, they're famous. John Branch the Fourth, Sam Hurd, even Pi, Caitlin, Orim Photography. They talk about when you shoot your first wedding and they give you tips. And I'm sure if you have weddings coming up soon, you would have seen some of their videos on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, those videos are actually invaluable. They have rich content and you should check them out. But I'm gonna let you know the reason why I said what I said. Now, a lot of these guys, their first wedding actually happened probably over a decade ago, right? Some of them 10, 15, 20 years, all right? So in as much as they have an overview of how the first time shooting a wedding will go, it's a little bit different in 2026. Now, I just shot my first wedding last week, and I'm gonna give you about 10 tips for you to consider when shooting your first wedding. Now, if you have weddings coming up, this is a video you actually want to check out, and you also want to wait till the end because I'm gonna be dropping some bonus tips, bonus points as well. All right, so let's get into it. This is gonna be tip number 1. The best way to learn, or the best way to have any experience at anything really, is just to go ahead and do it. So you cannot have any good experience if you haven't shot any wedding before. So you can either ask to be a second shooter for another photographer, or just go right ahead and shoot any wedding you can find. It could be family members, it could be close friends. Also, no amount of screen time would actually replace you actually shooting a wedding. So it doesn't matter if you've gone through all the YouTube videos of Taylor Jackson behind the scenes, or Caitlin James, behind the scenes and showing you the process. It doesn't really matter. You do need to shoot a wedding for you to fully grasp and fully understand how the wedding process is. So tip number 2 would be not to shoot the wedding alone. I understand when you're starting out, you are the only person in your business. You might not feel comfortable, reaching out to somebody else to shoot the wedding. But it doesn't have to be a photographer, right? In my own case, the other person that served as kind of an anchor for me was actually my wife. So she went with me to the wedding, and she actually helped out a lot, especially when it comes to communication with the bride, communication with the groom. And the reason why I said that is because your first wedding is pretty much going to be chaotic, right? So you need somebody that would calm the clients down, which is the bride and groom, whatever they want to spin out, or whenever they are getting overwhelmed. You need somebody to tell them to breathe. You need somebody to tell them that, to remind them that this is their wedding and they should take a moment and enjoy, right? Not that you cannot do all those things, but there's a high chance that you will get caught up in everything else. Personally, yes, I got caught up in getting the right picture, because I'm gonna give you a little bit of background. So I'm not a new photographer. I've been doing portraits for about 5 years. Family portraits, I've done a couple of events. I do branding photography, so I'm used to working under pressure. Let me just put it like that. But weddings are different because a lot of this moment you cannot get it back. So you have to work within the timeline. And for the wedding I shot in particular, we were actually 1 hour behind because the makeup artist actually went above board. So you want to center yourself and just move with whatever comes. Tip number 3 would be to have the right gear. All these amazing photographers would always tell you that. Pi, Taylor Jackson, everybody, they would tell you to have backups of everything. So for your memory card, you need to have a backup for your backup. If you have a camera that uses two memory card slot, you should be recording on both, whether you're doing pictures or videos. That would be my recommendation. But you know, if you don't have the luxury, you can get away with one, but that is a little bit tricky. Now for camera bodies, it's recommended that you actually go with 2 camera bodies. It's also easier when it comes to changing lenses. I actually went with 1 because yeah, but I went with 2 lenses. I have a 24-70 f2 Canon. My camera body is R6 Mark II. I'm actually filming right now on that. And I also went with 70-200 f2.8. So those were my 2 lenses. Now changing lenses was kind of difficult because I didn't have a second camera body, which is something that might be helpful going forward, right? So you want to have the right gear, and you also don't have to buy the gears. You can borrow from any local store just for the wedding and try to test it out basically. All right, tip number 4, save shot first and then you can get creative later. Every other photographer would always say the same as well. I never really understood until I was in that situation. I had so many creative things that I wanted to carry out that day, and before I knew it, you know, time had gone. But yes, save shot first and then you can do other things. Tip number 5, is it number 5? Yeah, tip number 5, I guess. Always shoot raw. It's just better for editing purposes, for dynamic range. There's a lot of things you can change post-production when you shoot raw as regards shooting JPEG. I mean, you should know that by now. So tip number 6, the timeline is your friend. The timeline is your friend. So for my wedding, I actually got there 6 o'clock in the morning because that was the call time. Makeup was supposed to be for 2 hours, but ran for 3 hours for some reason, right? So I was there by 6. I was actually the one that woke up the groom. So tip number 7. Well, you know, from this point on, I'm just gonna give you the tips. I don't even know which tip I'm on. Tip number 7, whatever number you are on, I would say think 3 steps ahead, be proactive, try not to react to things as much because you are hired to take charge, so you get to actually dictate what is going to happen, because a lot of the times couple will look up to you and be like, what is next, right? So you need to think about the next step, the step after that, while you are still doing what you're doing. For example, if you're shooting details, you already know that, you know, what comes next probably might be getting shot of the couple, getting shot of the bride, of the groom separately, getting shot of the bridal party. Afterwards, you know, the reveal, first look. So you need to be thinking about those things. Who comes into the reveal, the first look? Are they doing first look for the parents? Are the parents helping out with the dresses? You know, stuff like that. Next tip, you need to be super familiar with your gear. There will be times where things are not working like it should. I remember one of the shots, I'm gonna put the shot right here. One of the shots I wanted to get was a creative shot, and the situation around the lighting of the room wasn't really working. So I wanted to use my flash to see if I can create the look I want. But then the flash was kind of overshadowing the ambient light, which was killing the vibe. So a lot of thinking on your feet. So you need to know your gear. Basically, you need to know your settings so that you can react fast. Next tip would be confidence. Confidence. Yeah, the couple cannot see you sweat, let me put it like that, because you're supposed to be the anchor. You're supposed to be the one telling them to get it together, to be in the moment, to enjoy the shoot or to enjoy the moment. If you're freaking out, then everybody's gonna freak out. Right, so because everybody will think that they're not gonna get a good picture at the end of the day, so there will be no memories to capture the special moment. You don't want to do that. The next tip would be to always have water close by, because you're gonna be speaking a lot. You're gonna be directing, you're gonna be telling the groom what to do, you're gonna be telling the bride. For some cases, you might have to tell some people to leave the room, so that you can have a serene moment with the bride and the groom. So you're gonna need water, so just have that close by so you don't have to be struggling. So my last tip would actually be to prepare for long hours. My wedding was 12 hours. Not that I wasn't prepared for 12 hours, but I had things done 2-3 days beforehand, which made that day in particular super stressful for me. So yes, I stood, you know, like 8-10 hours during the sessions. It was boom 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 after the details of the dresses, and you know, the details were shot, so it was like go all the way till reception. You know, I got a minute to like catch my breath a little bit. But yes, just prepare for long hours, especially if you're shooting like a 10-hour wedding or a 12-hour wedding. Usually they should give you drinks and food reasonably, but I would say prepare your own snacks. If you need glucose boost, you can take something to help you with that, right? But yes, it's gonna be super stressful for your first couple of weddings. My first wedding in Canada, right? And like I said, I do have experience with portrait photography, but it doesn't really prepare you for weddings. Now it helped because, you know, with portraits you have to pose people a lot, you know, which is actually something that helped. I found it helped afterwards because those things kind of just came easier, you know, to me when I was posing the entire wedding party, right? So when I was posing the entire wedding party, setting them up, posing them, telling them how to stand, where to look, whether to smile or to keep a straight face, those came easier to me because of my background. But if you don't have that, that might be something you might need to get comfortable with. All right. So thank you for staying till the end. If you are here, please be sure to click on the like button and subscribe for more videos. I'm gonna be putting videos up every week, so you can subscribe and click on the notification so that you get notified. See ya.